Welcome in. How are you? Good. It's lovely to see you again. Please take a seat. I know you are my last appointment, so we are going to take our time today to go over everything and really make sure that we have everything in order for you, okay? Okay, lovely. Do you have anything else that you brought me? I know that you emailed me the forms. I did print some of them out, including some of your earning statements. If you have any receipts, anything of that nature, I will take those. You have some? Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get right started, okay? Please give me a moment just to grab all the information, okay? Okay. So like I said before, we are going to make sure everything's in order. Now this is going to be for the 2024 tax season, okay? So we are going to go over your 2024 tax information and make sure we have all the forms filled out correctly so that we can send it off and either pay what you owe or get money back, okay? Perfect. Now I'm going to review your income, apply the deductions, credits, everything as usual, and I'll calculate what you will receive as a refund or owe, okay? Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to start filling out the form, okay? I am going to do this electronically, okay? And we'll go over a little bit about that at the end, why we're choosing electronic. But can I get you started? You got it. So please provide me with your first and last name, and middle if you have one. Okay. And could you please provide me with your social security number? Your primary address? Okay. What is your sex? Okay. Your date of birth, please. Gotcha. What is your filing status? Single. Do you have any dependents? No. Okay. Now the standard deduction for your situation is going to be $14,600. That will come into play a little bit later, okay? Now, let's go over some of the income that you have. So I will use this in a few minutes. Let's just look at your W-2. So these are all of your earnings statements for the last year, and then I do have your W-2s and things that we need for this, okay? So there's not much I can do with these earnings statements. I can put them in your file though, and this is a really good point to look back on, as well as if there's any questions, anything that the IRS does need from us, we will be able to supply them with all the answers, because this is if I'm not mistaken, every single week of your pay. Perfect. So that is marvelous. Wonderful. Okay. Set that aside here. Now, so here we have this. So it looks like your total wages, tips, compensation for the year of 2024 was $52,000. Okay, so I'm going to enter that into our form here. Okay. Now we're going to look for the federal tax that was withheld from your paycheck. I'm so sorry about the wind. Okay, so it looks like your federal tax withholding was $6,500. Okay, and now we're going to look at your state income tax, how much was withheld, okay? So your state income tax withholding was $2,400 for the year. Oh, you're a middle school art teacher? Oh, how lovely. Well, we're nearing mid to end of the school year, so I'm sure everything's a little bit heightened right now. It's like the middle of the year, big things going on. Yeah. Now, I know that you have a 1099 NEC as well. Oh, okay. So you do web designing on the side? That's awesome. Good for you. That's probably a great way to supplement your income and a nice way to use your creativity. And I'm sure it helps to further your education as well. Okay, let me grab that. We are just looking for the non-employee compensation for freelance work. So we are going to look at just the total amount that you have earned, okay? Okay, so it says right down here, that the total for that is going to be $8,000. It's a really nice side gig, yeah. Okay. And then I know that you mentioned that you had a savings account that did earn some interest. Okay. Let me grab that form for you. I do like to print everything out. I just like to have things right in front of me. So it looks like the total interest that you have on here I just go through and highlight some of the important information that I will need to reference back, but that doesn't really pertain to what we're doing right at this moment, but it's good for me to highlight in case I do need to go back and reference any of this information. Okay, but I do see that you did earn $300 worth of interest income. Okay, and that's going to be from your savings account. Perfect. So I think that covers all of your income. Okay. So thank you for that. Now let me just go through and go through these receipts. Okay. I'm just going to put these in your file. Like I said, there's no need to go through all of these. This is just going to be a nice thing to reference back to if the IRS does have any questions, or if I need to find any information that we need to complete the rest of the forms. Okay? Please bear with me for a moment. I'm just going to highlight some of the important information on these receipts, okay? Perfect. And I'm just going to add this to your file for you. Now we're going to go over some of the deductions and the credits for you, okay? So we're going to look at your IRA contribution, your health savings account contribution, and that will be your total adjustments, okay? So I'm just going to reference back your information here. So it does look like here so your IRA contribution is going to be $3,000 for this year. And your health savings account contribution is going to be $1,200, okay? And the total for that is going to be $4,200. Now, okay, so we are going to look at your adjusted gross income. The way we are going to calculate that is by taking your gross total income for the year and subtracting these adjustments to your income, okay? So, we have 52,000 So your total gross income is going to be $60,300. Okay. Now your adjustments to your income total $4,200. So to find your AGI, we are going to subtract the $4,200 from the $60,300 to get our final number. Okay. So it's going to be that brings your adjusted gross income to $56,100, okay? Now, the standard deductions for a single filer in this state for 2024 is going to be $14,600, okay? I see you do have some lifetime learning credits for educational expenses. I did see that in your report. I am going to find it briefly in here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, you take pottery classes. Yeah, oh my goodness. If I was in middle school, I would 100% want to learn pottery. Yeah, that's such a great way to, further your education. It's something different too. It's something that kids like. Kids love to be hands-on, so that's awesome. So I see here that your total, you've taken 10 classes, and that has amounted to $1,000, okay? Now we're going to calculate your taxable income, okay? Grab a pen here. So we're going to start with your AGI, which we have calculated to be $56,100. Okay. And now we're going to subtract our standard deduction, which for you is going to be $14,600. And that is going to take us to your taxable income for the year, okay? Let me just calculate this really quick. So your total taxable income for the year comes out to $41,500. So now we're going to be applying your tax rates. So the tax bracket for a single filer in 2024 is going to be as follows, okay? On the first $11,600, you are going to be taxed 10%, okay? So let's figure out what that number is going to be. That is going to be 1,160. Okay. Now, on the next amount, which happens to be the rest of your amount, so we're going to take the 41,500 minus 5,600, the $29,899 left is going to be taxed 12%, okay? So if we plug that in here, we get $3,587.88. Okay, so that is your total tax before your credits, okay? So let's add those numbers together to get your total. Okay, that brings it to $4,747.88. Perfect, okay. Okay. So the only credit that you are going to have is going to be the lifetime learning credit that you have from your pottery class, which is going to be $1,000. So if we subtract this by $1,000, we get $3,747.88. Okay. Okay, so your federal withholding, that's where we are going to jump to next. We already accounted for that. We have 6,500 here. So what we are going to do now is see if your payments exceeded what you actually were liable for. So if we look at this number, $3,747.88, that is a lot lower than 6,500, which was taken out of your account, okay? So if we calculate that, 6,500 minus 3,747 we come to 2,752 and 12 cents, okay? So your federal refund that you are going to be receiving for this tax season is going to be $2,752.12, okay? Yes, that's lovely. I'm so happy that you are happy with that, okay? Now, I do just want to go through, double check, make sure everything is 100% correct before we file it and send it into the system, okay? So please bear with me. I'm just going to take a few minutes here to go through silently, and then we'll recoup after that, okay? So I'm just going through making sure all the numbers are correct. So I'm going through your income, all the numbers that were on your forms. I'm going to get to that in a few minutes. Also going through your adjustments, all the calculations that we made, just to make sure that they're 100% correct. Yeah. Yes, as well as your credits. Okay, perfect. Okay. I'm just going to go through these forms. I'm going to give you this. This is all of your W-2s, all of your 1099s, things like that that you will need to hold on to, okay? And then I'm going to keep everything that I need for my folder here. So that's going to be your earnings statements and your receipts and everything, okay? And I do have a digital file of all of your forms as well, okay? Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so we are going to be processing this online. We are going to be doing e-filing as I've been putting everything into the system, and there is a reason for that. I did just want to ask for your email address so that we can send some confirmation information to you, and you will get information from the IRS as well when they process your refund, and they will give you updates through your email. So if I could just take that for you. Okay. Gotcha. So the reason why we do the electronic filing is for a few different reasons. One, the paper returns can take up to 6 to 8 weeks, which is, a pretty long time, and people want to either get their refund or pay what they need to. It's faster electronically, so that is one reason why we do that. Another reason is because our system automatically checks for missing info or info that is wrong, calculations that are incorrect. It checks for any errors and things like that. So it makes sure that we really have the highest quality and we don't make any mistakes on our forms, okay? We also use this because it is encrypted, so we are protecting your sensitive info even though we are sending it off. Everything is perfectly secured and protected. And it is immediate confirmation. So we are going to send you an email notification, like I said, and you are going to get one from the IRS, and you're going to be in direct contact. So you will be receiving swift updates about the processing and the status of your return, okay? Lovely. Now, I did just want to ask for the refund. What would you like to do? We can do direct deposit, which is available. We could put it into 2 different accounts or 3 different accounts if that is what you require. If it's not, one account is going to work perfectly. One works for you? Okay. So if you can just take out your phone, or if you know your bank account info by heart, I do just want to take your account number and your routing number, so that when the refund comes through, it will be sent directly to that account. Oh, take your time, no problem. Okay, yep, I'm ready when you are. Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. Okay. And your routing number, please. Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. All right. So you're all good to go. Like I said, you will be receiving notifications via email by both us and the IRS. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We will be contacting you, and when everything is complete, just to let you know that everything went smoothly and there's nothing else that we need from you. But I would advise saving all the return information, all the forms that you kept, for at least 3 years, okay? So all the documents that you did bring in today, and anything else that you feel is connected to your earning statements and your pay stubs, anything like that, I would keep for about 3 years. Okay, well, thank you so much. Of course, not a problem at all. All right, well, you have a good day, and enjoy your next pottery class. Okay, bye-bye now.